Hey all, welcome once again to another day, another story from West Bengal. Today is day 400 of cycling Chandigarh to Australia and day 14 of cycling here in West Bengal. So because of the disturbance in the Bay of Bengal as suggested by the Indian Oil petrol pump staff, I sheltered indoor in their office. This city name is Khushmandi, which is in West Bengal. It lies on the route between Kaliaganj and Raiganj. Since entering West Bengal, I have encountered a unique mode of transportation. It's widely used across the state. I have learned from the locals that it offers several advantages over other modes of transportation. For example, there is no taxes, no documentation like RC and pollution certificate, no traffic fine, no affordability issues, no restrictions of overloading or speed limits. So given these benefits, people prefer these vehicles over tractor and the pickups. So essentially, it is a vehicle for the underprivileged, which allow them to earn way of living without worrying about the government formalities like taxes and insurance and registration and pollutions etc. I didn't know its name, so let's find out.
इसको क्या बोलते हैं? ये क्या है?
वो भटभटी इसको बोलते हैं, भटभटी।
घटबटी बोलते हैं। और कोई नाम भी है?
इसका दूसरा नाम इसको तीन चक्का बोलते हैं।
तीन चक्का भटभटी। Okay. So after bidding a farewell to the staff, I set off. Morning time, see the water pond, the kind of houses at this place where I stayed last night. Here are some morning activities I observed while riding: and elderly women praying at a temple, a man carrying pumpkins to the market, a young woman waiting for the college bus. He is cleaning the house. These cows are tied outside the house. Father and a son, closed hotel. Grandfather is taking on a ride to his grandson. Another lady busy in cleaning or sweeping outside the house. Cycle repair shop. Man is sweeping outside the house. The girls busy in eating the food or the breakfast. Primary school of West Bengal. Oh, I saw a roadside shop and purchased some sugar, paying 30 rupees for that. People were engaged in the morning exercises. Raiganj is 34, Kaliaganj is 8, and this name is Fatehpur Mode. A man was feeding the cattle, a woman was sweeping the floor, a young girl cycling to school on a government provided bicycle. As the sun rose, I saw many people gathered under a banyan tree. I spotted a pond covered in green vegetation. I saw two friends riding a bicycle together. I saw a man cycling. A cow was tethered outside a house. I discovered an interesting fact about the government provided bicycles for the girls. So the bicycles which are given by the government not only being used by the girls, those are being used by the brothers, the sisters and fathers also. Look at this man, he is riding, and this man on that pink color cycle which is given to her daughter. Hi. I saw a Geo petrol pump and two brothers struggling to push a rickshaw. See the technology they are being used. Very good. Feeling hungry, I decided to eat the chana puri I had bought the previous night. I realized my bike's brakes were not functioning properly. I discovered a serious issue with the front brake. I got it fixed from Kolkata, but the problem is it is not gripping the disc. If you see this mark, it is just gripping up to this part, not the whole. I will lose it and remove these two washers, or maybe one on each side. What I have done is put all three washers on one side, and because of that, if you see, the grip is increased and it's moving fine. Looks okay. I also realized I would have forgotten to start the Relive map to track my time and the distance. So don't know how many kilometers I have covered, but the time is 7:20 and almost 1 hour of ride. As per my average, it should be between 13 to 15 kilometers till now. I saw a woman carrying a bull and a cow. I also saw numerous cyclists passing by, and then an unexpected incident occurred. I was about to start, but rain started. I waited for the rain to subside. Many locals were calmly riding in the rain without a problem. I saw two goats seeking the shelter in the rain. A woman was feeding the goats and cows under a shed. A boy was washing his hands after after eating. There were a grocery store. A man was transporting chickens on his motorcycle. A man was playing with the cat. I saw a beautifully painted temple in the golden and white color. I arrived at Kaliaganj. Most shops were closed as it was 8 o'clock in the morning. People were engaged in various morning routines. School buses were picking up the children. I saw a father and a son dropping off a child. A teenager was cycling to school or tuition. E-rickshaw were searching for the passengers. Young girls with school bags were crossing the roads. Soon I saw a signboard indicating Durgapur is 33 kilometers and Raiganj is 20 kilometers away. I saw a pond covered with net to protect the fishes from the birds. I observed an elderly man cleaning his shop and a father and two sons working in a small field. I had a conversation with a local and learned some interesting informations. Oh my god. A small household kitchen garden types it is, and see how he is doing it. बहुत बढ़िया. ये जो निशान बना रखा है ये इस पे क्या है? क्या लिखा है इसके?
पश्चिम बंगाल.
पश्चिम बंगाल.
हाँ, कलकत्ता.
लिखा है. ये आपको मिला है या आपके परिवार में किसी
को मिला है?
हाँ, लड़की को मिला है ना?
लड़का को मिला है.
अच्छा, लड़की को भी मिलता है, लड़के को भी मिलता है. लड़की को मिलता है वो पिंक कलर का और लड़के को मिलता है ये नीले रंग का.
एक ही कलर दे रहा है. यही कलर मिलेगा.
दोनों को यही कलर मिल रहा है. अच्छा, गुलाबी रंग पहले मिलता था, आगे टोकरी लगा के रखते हैं ऐसे. ये तो अच्छी बात है. ममता दीदी बढ़िया कर रहे हैं. आप तो खुश हैं बड़े, है ना? साइकिल मिला बच्चे को, खुशी होती है. अब की बार तो वोट पक्का ममता दीदी का
जी. ये पश्चिम बंगाल में जो है दीदी का ही राज.
हाँ, इतना फायदा जो करा रहे हैं आपका. नहीं,
जनता के लिए ठीक है.
हाँ, गरीबों के लिए स्कीम अच्छी है. क्या क्या मिलता है? एक तो साइकिल मिली, और क्या मिल रहा है?
एक परिवार में 7 आदमी.
7 आदमी क्या?
एक परिवार में, जैसे हमारा परिवार है, एक परिवार में 7-8 मिलते हैं.
क्या मिलते हैं? साइकिल.
जैसे साइकिल मिला है, जैसे कन्याश्री मिला है, जैसे जुवश्री मिला है.
ये क्या होता है?
जैसे राशन का माल मिलता है. ये सब पैसे मिलता है. स्कूल का बच्चे को पैसे मिलते हैं. ऐसे क्या ही होता है.
कन्याश्री क्या है?
ये लड़कियों को पैसे मिलता है. जैसे 18 साल में 25,000 मिलता है.
कितना मिलता है?
18 साल में 25,000.
अच्छा.
फिर शादी जिस दिन होगा उस दिन 25,000.
और राशन कितना देते हैं इधर?
हर महीने 5 किलो का हिसाब है.
चावल बस? चीनी, दाल, तेल, तो चावल मिलता है. 5 किलो चावल. कितने की कीमत होती है? 100 रुपए की?
नहीं, ज़्यादा होगा भाई.
क्या रेट है चावल का?
चावल का तो कम से कम 35 लगा लो.
35 का रेट है. अच्छा, तो 5 किलो का मतलब हो गया आपका
175.
165. हाँ, 165 रुपये हो गया. बहुत बढ़िया है. तो ये सब तो बढ़िया है. अब तो बिजली का भी कुछ है. जैसे पंजाब में बिजली फ्री है 300 यूनिट, इधर भी है.
हमारे यहाँ भी है. 70 यूनिट फ्री.
70 यूनिट फ्री है हर महीने, है ना? और क्या क्या मिलता है? कुछ और भी है ऐसा? हाँ, कुछ और भी फ्री है? मुझे लगा शायद कुछ और भी मिलता हो. मेरी जानकारी बढ़ा दो. बहुत बढ़िया, खुशी हुई जान के. गवर्नमेंट अच्छा कर रही है आपके लिए.
नहीं, हमारे लिए तो हमारे सरकार ठीक है.
बहुत अच्छा है. इसलिए तो अब की बार तीसरी बार हो गया. 3 बार बन चुकी है मुख्यमंत्री, तो चौथी बार बनेंगी अब की बार. अगर हुआ ना, 3 तो हो गया ना. कब पूरा हो रहा है उनका कार्यकाल? 26 में हो जाएगा. तो अभी 2 साल हैं. बहुत बढ़िया बात. चलो ठीक है जी. Nature surprised me again with a two-toned pond. Because look at the 2 colors in this water. I really don't know why there are 2 colors, but looking beautiful. Can you see the shadow of those trees in the water in 2 different colors? Very nice. Someone called out me from behind. It was this gentleman. चाय खिलाओगे आप? चाय तो पीते हैं दादा. पीते हैं ना? आप बोलते चाय खाओ. चाय खाए. हाँ, मैं सोच रहा था रुकने का. अच्छा, वो आपने रोक दिया. चलिए आ जाओ. बिस्किट का इच्छा नहीं. He shared information about the city, renowned for its mangoes. This guy is really surprising me. Since he started talking, he's saying मालदा में मैंगो 10 रुपये kg.
इन सीजन होगा मैंगो हो जाता है वहाँ पे. मतलब यहाँ पे ना घर घर पे आम का पेड़ है, मैंगो का पेड़ है. अच्छा. तो इसलिए उतना नहीं खाते लोग.
तो जो नॉर्मल आम है वो चूसने वाला
8-10 रुपये 15 रुपये किलो आता है.
वाह यार, ये तो बहुत शानदार है. थैंक यू दादा.
ना दादा,
मैं पे करूँगा.
नहीं दादा,
ऐसे
आप हमारे इधर आए हो, आप ऐसे करोगे. हमारा मेहमान है. फिर कभी जाएंगे चंडीगढ़, आपसे मिलेंगे.
नंबर ले लो मेरा.
He offered me tea and I interacted with the locals near a government school. He invited me to eat at his hotel.
ये आँच पे ना लकड़ी के चूल्हे पे बनाते हैं और खाना भी अच्छा बनता है. आप एक बार ट्राई करना हमारे यहाँ पे खाना.
अच्छा.
हमारा दुकान का नाम है ठाकुर होटल. ये थोड़ा सा आगे है
जी. बहुत बढ़िया है यार.
He stopped me at his shop few kilometers ahead of this place.
ये हमारे
मम्मी है.
अभिजीत भाई का होटल. नमस्ते जी, कैसे हैं आप? हेलो जी.
बोल नहीं पाते हैं लोग. ये रहा गर्मा गर्म चिकन बन रहा है, बन रहा है, सब्जी बन रहा है चूल्हे पे, धीमी आंच पे.
ठीक है अभिजीत भाई, अच्छा लगा दोबारा मिलकर आपसे. The clouds in the sky. The rain started once again. Iftihar 38, Wagons 12, Bishnupur 12. If it start heavily, then I will have to take a shelter somewhere.
I arrived at a place with the statue of Subhash Chandra Bose. Many people were walking on the road. I purchased banana from a roadside vendor.
Almost 5 rupees per piece. Very small banana. दे दो, एक दर्जन दे दो.
I took a right turn onto a narrow road. It turned out to be an excellent decision.
Let's see how far I can go on this, and let's see what I find and where. What a beautiful road I am on to right now. And check, this is on my left, on my right. How beautiful is. So it's not smooth road. They have put in those stones in that just to increase the longevity of this. But it's not comfortable to ride on this kind of a road. But look the kind of colors we have here. Amazing. I'm loving it.
I saw a Shiva statue on a small building and e-rickshaw driver inquired about something.
The funny thing this guy did, he stopped me and he came and gave me his mobile and said, subscribe to your YouTube. Asked Hindi aati hai? He said no. Kind of packing they are doing, man. I'm surprised. This is Techno mobile screen. Wow. Nice packing, huh?
The views in this village were breathtaking.
A class going on. There's a temple in the school and then another building. The kind of village this is. I have observed one thing, that few of them looks like northeastern community people, like Assamese or maybe somewhere else in northeast, and it's not here in this village. I've seen it since when I started this morning.
I saw white goats gazing on the other side of the pond.
Now check what kind of a place it is. Amazing, no?
The road was narrow, winding through green paddy fields. Cattle were grazing and goats were roaming freely. A woman was preparing the food cart, which was equipped with a gas cylinder. 2 women and a boy were going to take the milk from the market. Another boy was heading to the market with a plastic bag. An elderly man was tending to his kitchen garden. Soon I came across this.
Here in this village I saw it. They have made a water drinking. Constructing all of this, making a system. I have refilled the water bottle using it. I think it's a great initiative.
There was a typical village scene in West Bengal. Elderly woman walking, a woman cycling to work, a family with the goats, and a thought crossed to my mind.
I think I'm crossing an area which is Muslim area, so I should be careful while recording the videos.
Cows were grazing in front of a white building. 2 friends were walking together. I changed my decision to Bhatol, which was 14 kilometers away, using the Google map. I arrived in Bhatol and locals approached me to chat. My bicycle still displaced Chandigarh to Australia, which was written in Telugu. I wanted to change it to Bangla. This was their reaction.
इधर है कौन सा दुकान है चले फाइनली since I got it.
The man took the measurement, but he misunderstood my request.
Confusion, thinking that this is the area available, so he made a very smaller one.
We created another sign and I was surprised by the low cost. It was only 30 rupee.
See, this is the amount he is charging for 2 printings. दादा 2 है वो, 2 प्रिंट हुआ है, एक का तो नहीं ले रहे हो?
ऐसे हम 5 रुपया लेते हैं।
तो मैं आपको 50 करता हूँ। नहीं दादा, मुझे 30 रुपए देते हुए अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है। इतना मेहनत का काम है।
The last time I paid rupees 200 in Tamil Nadu. I couldn't believe the price and paid him rupees 50. Now my bicycle displays Chandigarh to Australia, which is written in Bengali as well. I wanted to have lunch. A boy guided me to hotel suggested by the printing shop owner, but it was closed. We went to another one which was a bit far away from here. The boy had an unusual name.
Finally, we got it. क्या नाम है आपका?
मेरा नाम भेस्ट वर्मा।
वेस्ट टू बर्मन।
भेज टू बर्मन, ये क्या मतलब है?
यही नाम रखे, बंगाल का नाम है, ये अच्छा नाम है। त्योहार के समय जन्म लिया था, इसलिए पहले वो जमाने का जो दादा दादी था, यही नाम रख दिया मेरा।
बढ़िया, थैंक यू आपने जो हेल्प की उसके लिए।
ठीक।
दिस इज दाल, दिस इज दिस इज समथिंग। दादा ये क्या है?
पटोल और आलू। पुटल
पुटल बोलते हैं इसको, पुटल और आलू। अच्छा, और ये दादा?
ये
हाँ,
बात गोभी। गोभी
अच्छा ये गोभी है, पत्ता गोभी।
पता
Okay, thank you. This is the meal I'm going to have right now.
Another surprise, I ordered ₹10 tea expecting a smaller quantity, but they gave me 2 glasses of ₹5 each. It was quite amusing. I was now riding on a village gravel road, immersing myself in the village life.
You are looking at the village life of Bengal. Every scene is something which I want to see and record. Turn right from here. Little better road I have got after that.
It was difficult to hold the camera and ride on this kind of a road, but I enjoyed the experience. A goat was peeking up from a gate, 2 girls were playing, a group of women were walking towards the field, an elderly man was bringing grass for the cattle, a family was carrying a long bamboo pole, a child was swinging on a tree branch, an elderly man was burning something in his farm, a man was walking towards his farmhouse, a boy was carrying samosas, which he was calling with a very strange name.
ये सिंघाड़ा नहीं समोसा है। तो तुम सिंघाड़ा क्यों बोल रहे हो?
बंगाली का सिंघाड़ा बोलते हैं।
क्या बात कर रहे हो? समोसा को सिंघाड़ा बोलते हैं बंगाली में। तो सिंघाड़ा को क्या बोलते हैं?
पानी सिंघाड़ा बोलता है।
और इसको
सिंघाड़ा बोलता है। समोसा, वो मोटू पतलू में समोसा है, बॉडी बिल्डर बोलता है।
A man was herding goats back from the fields. Due to the rain, locals had covered their cattle with the polythene sheets. I was now riding through a Muslim neighborhood. Cows, calves, and roosters were in the same frame. I witnessed a fight that would soon lead to a police case.
there was a vehicle who has not paid them. So collection is happening. डोनेशन के लिए फाइट हो रहा है। Crazy people, man. Kali Puja is coming soon, so they are collecting donation for the celebration of that. So each vehicle which crosses, they collect money as a donation.
I reached Bhatol and set my next destination as Solpara, which was 23 kilometers away from here. While planning, this happened.
Till the time we were deciding about the route, the rain started. So they are asking me to come and stay here. Okay, good. Okay, that's nice.
I stood there and waited for the rain to stop. The aftermath of the fight led to the police case.
Fight turned out to be a very serious issue. It's a police station here. Changed my plan and going to the main road because of the prediction of rain throughout the night. I will find a place to stop before it starts heavily. Going to a place named Dharipara, and they said we have to cross a river using a bamboo bridge. So let's go and see what is that. So 8 kilometers I have to go like this.
The 8-kilometer ride was filled with beauty and adventure.
So crossing a village after this.
2 boys guided me when I was uncertain about the direction. I followed them on a narrow, bumpy road.
So I'm following them. So I'll be taking this route going down this side. Okay, thank you Rakesh, Ismail. Riding on this route, I'll cross a river according to the locals and then I'll reach to another side. See the kind of place where I am. Google Map is having no details of this route. It is saying that I'm going on a wrong path. And it might be correct. Who knows? My goodness, where the hell I have come.
I was exploring a part of West Bengal beyond the Google Maps. I realized this.
Was this area, all Muslim area, so I was little afraid to record the videos because you never know on which thing they have objection. I could not.
I crossed a sandy area. It was an adventurous and beautiful experience.
Seems I have to wait because the boat is gone.
Now observe how they are riding a boat to cross the river.
So what they have done is they have tied up a rope from that side till here, and with the help of that rope they pull the boat
It was a time to board the boat. There were 2 motorcycles and it was not easy for them to take their motorcycles onto the boat, and it was not easy for me as well. I boarded the boat with other passengers. The boat departed as soon as it was full. Passengers were asking me questions and I was answering them as I have been doing for this from last 400 days.
400 दिन हो गया, 400 दिन पूरा इंडिया हो गया, पूरा इंडिया हो गया। खाने का ही खर्चा और कोई खर्चा नहीं।
I was the first to get down from the boat. The fare was only 10 rupees. Kindness is everywhere. Witness this.
The boat I have got here. He is the gentleman. Okay, please tell me, नाम बताइए अपना।
भुवन दास।
हाँ, और आप साथ में?
साधन मंडल।
Okay, thank you। हाँ, इन्होंने मेरे को रास्ता बताया था। आ जाओ जी।
वेस्ट बंगाल, उत्तर दिनाजपुर।
Okay, thank you।
I continued riding, crossing another village on the other side of the river. It was a village with children playing, hens frogging, women's gossiping, cows being fed, children's playing under a shed, old house, huts, bamboo sheds, ducks, numerous cows, a family sitting outside, a girl standing on the road, a woman carrying a stick, an elderly man sitting outside, a boy playing on the road, a tractor working in the field, more children cycling and walking. They called out to me from behind and then this happened.
चंडीगढ़ से दादा क्या कर लो? आता हूँ, रुको जी।
हम लोग का इधर ऐसे लोग है ही नहीं। आप आया है तो हम पूछेंगे तो आप क्या है?
जरूर आपने पूछा, मैं रुक गया। देखिए
खाना वाना खाया कि नहीं?
चंडीगढ़ थे।
चंडीगढ़ साइकिल से चल रहे हैं
जी।
चंडीगढ़ से कहाँ से चंडीगढ़ से कहाँ गए थे पहले?
पूरा इंडिया हो गया ना?
पूरा इंडिया। इधर से अभी भाटोल से आए हैं।
हाँ, साइकिल से।
तो अभी कहाँ जाओगे? अभी कहाँ जाओगे?
अभी तो असम, सिक्किम।
साइकिल लेकर के खाना
होटल ढाबा,
रहना
टेंट में।
तो टेंट लगा दीजिए। है तो कुटी घाटा। कोई बिजनेस आपका है? ये रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है?
हाँ, हो रहा है।
बहुत अच्छा लगा है, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। देखो कैमरा होते हैं। चलो, बहुत अच्छी बात है। देश घूमने के लिए निकले हैं।
घर में कौन कौन है?
घर में मम्मी, भाई, बहन।
घर ओरिजिनल घर कहाँ पड़ता है?
चंडीगढ़।
पंजाब, चंडीगढ़, पंजाब।
हाँ,
तो आप हम लोग का इधर, हम लोग का ये सब बच्चा सब जा रहा है उधर। लड़का क्या है उधर? है उधर का लड़का। पंजाब में बहुत आदमी है हम लोग।
अच्छा।
आप क्या है, कास्ट क्या है आपका? सिख?
नहीं, त्यागी, पंडित।
देखिए पंडित जी,
चंडीगढ़ थे।
कितना दिन हुआ आपको घर छोड़? 400 दिन। बांग्ला में लिख लिए हैं बोर्ड में?
आज ही लिखा है।
आज ही है।
जिस जगह जाता हूँ ना
वहाँ की भाषा लिख लेते हैं। ठीक। हमारा आदमी पढ़ पाएगा।
बिल्कुल सही।
ऑस्ट्रेलिया भी गए थे आप?
अभी जा रहा हूँ, इंडिया करके उधर ही जाना है।
ऑस्ट्रेलिया।
A West Bengal government employee guided me on a road beyond Google Map.
अच्छा जी, ठीक है, ये सीधा जाएगा।
It was a Muslim neighborhood again, and I used my 360 camera to discreetly record everything. So after crossing that village area and those paddy fields and now this city which is known as Rasakova, I checked on Google Map. There were 2 to 3 petrol pumps. As it was getting dark and a very heavy storm was predicted, I sought shelter early. I went to HP pump outside the city and obtained the permission. The owner's name is Mihir and he has an employee named Sanchit. So this is how my day came to an end. And I finally, at the end of the day, I got the shelter here on this petrol pump. You won't believe why I stayed on this pump for the next 3 days, and that is a very strange kind of a story which I will be sharing in the next episode. So right now they have given me the permission to pitch the tent under the shed which is made for the generator.
That's my bicycle there. I also have got the power connection here. It's a 24-hour pump with this champion Sanchit. Thank you, Sanchit.
So I have covered a distance of 70 km today. So my total expenses of the day are rupees 60 for the lunch with a tea, rupees 10 for the boat ride, purchased half kg sugar paying 30 rupees, and rupees 50 for writing that Chandigarh to Australia in Bangla. So the total is 150 rupees. So today I could get a chance to discover the part of West Bengal which even could not get discovered on Google Map. The day was filled with beauty and adventure and full with the kindness of the strangers. My special thanks to the supporters, Bhuvan Das who paid me 50 rupee as a support, and this Meher Bhai on this petrol pump who gave me the shelter for tonight. If you want to see such stories of kindness and adventure and beauty of rural part of India, then subscribe to my channel World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget and hit the bell icon also so that you get the notification of my videos first. What you should expect as a cycling vlogger here in West Bengal. That is a very nice and informative episode which I have made. So I'm giving you the link here. After the video you go and watch that, and those who have supported me on my journey, their names are given here. Please read them once. That's all for now. Take care of yourself. We will meet with a new story of a new day soon. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.